thanks so much for stopping by and coming to craft with me one more time. Today I'm going to be working on two more quotes for my little quote journal here, my little binder. I printed those ahead of time and I'm going to get to add these to the month of February, which the month or the word for the month is inspired. So I printed a couple of the quotes on separate different papers like this one here. I left this part of the video at normal speed so I could take a second to say, to apologize, basically, to apologize that I have been absent from not just the channel, but also from comments and questions that you might have posted here in the past. The month of March was super busy for me, and I'm still trying to catch up. We're in the middle of April, and I'm just now having the time to get to these videos that I recorded a little while ago. This is still for February, and I'm now just having a chance to edit and post it here. So I wanted to say I'm back, and I will start, posting and answering your comments and questions. And thank you so much for still sticking around and, coming and visiting me and leaving me those wonderful messages because I do appreciate it. So I wanted to get back to the project here. It's a very quick little video. I'm just using the pages that I have, pre-punched out. I cut a few sheets of paper that I knew I wanted to add as pages in this little binder. So it's kind of easy because I have decided that, the colors, the patterns, anything goes. There's not much thinking behind it. I just kind of, grab a kit and I go with it, and it's making things easy. And I can tell you that it's still a lot of fun. So I'm just, using some of the quotes that I had pre-printed, and the one blank page, I'm kind of excited about it because a lot of times, see there, I'm thinking. My fingers were tapping because I was thinking. And I took them out because sometimes it's easier to work. That's another great thing about the fact that I'm using a little binder, because I can add pages, take pages, move pages around. If I mess up, I can take it out if I want to, but for the most part, it's just anything goes. So I decided to use a scrape technique, what do I call this? It's not sketching, a rub-on technique, I don't know, a blocking technique, definitely. I'm just using an old Toys R Us. So sad that they're gone. It's an old Toys R Us, I don't know, membership card of some sort. And I'm using that to scrape, because that's what I'm doing. I'm scraping some acrylic paint on this plain background. And I'm telling you, it is a lot of fun. I add a little bit, just a little dab of color. Of course, my, trio, my go-to, it's not trio, I think there's 4 colors, but my go-to colors here are always these patterns that you see here. And I just kind of rub the side of the card onto the paper, and then it scrapes pretty much the majority of the paint. So it really doesn't take very long to dry. I'm sure you will recognize this technique here because I see it everywhere. Everybody loves this little polka dot or little hashtags, or sometimes they can be little crosses or plus sign, sometimes it's dots. But I love the contrast of these little marks uh, against the brighter colors underneath. And again, because I had a white background, it just lent itself to this very pretty blocking technique, because that's what I'm gonna call it, blocks of color. So I kind of made sure I didn't, put the little hash marks wherever the card was going to be so I wouldn't hide them. And everybody remembers this technique. We used to do it all the time. I don't see it too much now. I sometimes forget, where we ink the edges of whatever our backgrounds of or edges of paper or even embellishments. So I decided to do it on this little card, and I trimmed the card to be a little banner. That's what I'm gonna call it, because it's like a little flag. So I made sure my fingers did not have any ink or any paint, because I, believe it or not, it happens to me a lot where I am using my ink pads or paint and it gets on my fingers, and then if I'm not careful, I will end up smudging something. So pretty easy. I'm just kind of grabbing, some of the embellishments and even the little paper pad from the kit. This is by Pink Paisley, and the background of those little birds is by crepe paper. Maggie Holmes, one of her new collection, or I don't know, I don't think it's a new one, but so I'm just kind of very trial and error, trying different colors, different sizes of circles, just to add a little bit of contrast, circles and squares. But like I told you, anything goes. That's the beauty of this little journal. I am just giving myself the freedom to do whatever I want. And in the end, all the patterns and all the colors, they look pretty to me. It's for me, right? So I like it. So I'm just grabbing whatever, again, testing out different sizes. And once I know that I do like it, then I start gluing everything down. I'm going to have close-ups at the end for sure, and then links as well. These, I think I talked about this little this store, Peachy Cheap, on my last quote journal video that I had, because this is the same paper line I use to decorate the last two pages. A lot of times, um, I try to work on 2 to 3 pages, maybe 4 pages at the same time. This little planner, because that's what it was. It was a planner, and I took the planner pages out. It's the personal size, so it is kind of small, and so the pages are very easy. They kind of go very fast when I'm working on them. So and if I'm already set up to record a video, it just makes sense for me to record 2 to 3 of them at the same time. But like I said, because I've been so busy, I'm just now having the chance to revisit them and edit them and getting them ready to upload here on my channel. I have a 18-year-old, almost 18-year-old son who is graduating from high school, and that's another thing that's been keeping me busy. Uh, just arranging birthdays, and Easter is around the corner, and all sorts of fun little things going on here at my house. There's a lot of things also happening with my creative teams that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. Especially the Reset Girl. There's going to be some fun announcements coming up, and I will be participating in some of those fun announcements that will be coming out soon. So because I had that little flag that I talked about on the left, I decided to add one to the right. And here's an easy way for you to be able to cut the perfect little tails on a flag like that. Find the center of the paper. You cut a slit, and then you cut the corners to the center. And that should give you, pretty much on the spot little tails on your little flag. I love how that dark blue stands out against that lighter color. And because I had the blue on the left, I also added it on the back, on the right side. And that little frame I printed that quote so that it would fit around that frame. So I was just showing you that was the month of February. And the quotes again are under the theme of inspired. Some cute little puffy stickers that came as part of the kit. And I'm going to be coming to the end here. So as always, I try to start saying my goodbyes kind of early. I will have, like I said, close-ups at the end, and links to as much as I can. And I will try to get back to some of you with some of the questions and some of the comments that you've had. I feel like I'm finally getting back into a routine, and so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more from me. So thank you so much for visiting once again, for stopping by. I will have links to my, what I call my inspiration, words of inspiration Pinterest board, where you can find tons of quotes. I like to organize them by theme. So if you are following along and creating your own quote journals, this will be very helpful. So thanks again. And let me know if you have any additional questions, and I will get back to you this time, I promise. Oh, there, I was just kind of showing you where that little flower came from. It was from a stamp set that I got from Maggie Holmes, one of my absolute favorites. They're my very easy and go-to flowers for any layout. So thank you so much, you guys. Until next time, take care.